Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. and today we got a video from Chillin' Scares. This is 6 most disturbing footage caught on police dash cams. Let me go get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, hit subscribe button, comment what you think down below. Let's go.
In August of 2012, the dashcam of this police cruiser would capture an officer with the Louisville Metro Police Department pulling over a Honda Accord that had expired plates. 3 were inside the vehicle, and upon talking to them, the officer conducting the traffic stop would quickly pick up on the nervous and anxious behavior they were giving off. A few seconds.
Okay, so the police officer pulled them over. I don't think I heard why he would pull them over. But he went and he did a traffic stop, full-on traffic stop, because of the fact of how nervously and anxious they were being in the car.
Seconds later, and the officer would hear the sound of kicking and yelling coming from inside the trunk of the vehicle. This is when the officer would call for backup and have to forcefully detain the 3 suspects. While the officers on scene would...
Oh God! Imagine they're hearing that, they're hearing the yelling, scream, they're like, oh no, oh shit, what do we do? We can't do what? They're probably thinking like, we can't drive away. This girl look fucking, we look way guilty then. Fuck it, we're just fucking let it end here.
Would then cautiously open the trunk. They would find a man with a towel tied around his head and his hands tied around his back. The man inside the trunk turned out to be the owner of the vehicle. He had been working the closing shift at a Circle K gas station 7 miles down the road. Once he closed up the store and started walking to his car, he would be attacked. The 3 suspects would then steal the man's car, but rather than leave him behind, they would tie him up and stuff him in the trunk of his own car before fleeing with it. Following the incident, the 3 responsible would be arrested. They were later identified as 27-year-old Trent Bly, 27-year-old Joseph Davis, and 28-year-old Brittany Elder. What they had planned to do with the victim is still unknown. Had the plates on the car not been expired, the traffic stop likely would not have even happened.
So it's because the plates in that were expired. So they knew that. So if that hadn't happened, this car would not have been pulled over for any other reason. And if they had not been pulled over, the people wouldn't have acted nervous, and nothing would have been done, and who knows what would have happened to the guy in the trunk. That's fucking insane, because these people probably attacked but had no idea.
And the victim would have been at the complete mercy of these people and their intentions. Other than being roughed up and moderately dehydrated from the heat of the trunk, the victim would make it out unharmed. On December 19th, 2017, the Tucson Police Department in Arizona would receive a disturbing call reporting a man who looked to be impersonating an undercover cop. The caller stated that he, along with a couple friends, had been parked on the side of the road when a man claiming to be an undercover cop pulled up next to them. He further stated they had all been searched, and one of them was even put in handcuffs. The police would verify that whoever they were with was in no way affiliated with law enforcement. Multiple police would be sent to the scene. However, when they arrived, they were informed by the group that upon calling the police, the impersonator would hastily drive off, even leaving one of the guys still in handcuffs.
How's it going? You guys live here? You guys live here? What are you guys doing?
See, okay, this might be a me thing, and I'd probably get in shit for this because I'd probably be a cop, knowing me. But a guy who looks like this, walking over to me, asking he's an officer, I'd find suspicious. I don't think I'd cooperate. Knowing me, it'd be an actual cop too, but I would rather not take the risk, because if it's revealed to be an actual cop, then at least in that situation, I'm aware and I know I'm not police impersonator being arresting me, so I'd rather do it that way.
Days later, detectives were able to track down the identity of the impersonator, and he would quickly be arrested. With the help of a search warrant, officers were able to confiscate multiple items used during the incident. These included a white four-door sedan with built-in red and blue flashing lights, a radio earpiece, a baton, and a dashcam. Upon further inspection of the dashcam, police found that it had been recording the whole thing. Not only that, it also showed multiple other times that the impersonator had pulled over and confronted different people.
That is insane. To think how easy this can be done. Which shouldn't even be that easy. It should not be easy to impersonate a police officer, but it is. It shouldn't be, but it is. It's very weird on how easy it actually is. Like, why is it so easy?
Man's motives for doing this aren't exactly clear, but the fact that he was willing to even go as far as putting people in handcuffs doesn't make them look good. One can only imagine what his true intentions were. Ultimately, he would receive charges of impersonating a law enforcement officer and kidnapping.
Hopefully so lucky that no one got, like, put with him. Because, like, this looks like the thing you do to become a fucking serial killer. Like, you handcuff him, you bring him into the car, you fucking drive to where you want to kill him, and you kill him. But, lucky enough, he, you know, I guess never took anyone and ended their life.
This dashcam footage shows the response to a 911 call reporting a burning truck. The call was made in the late hours of February 11, 2017, in Glen Heights, Texas. It was reported that a truck engulfed in flames was stopped in the drive-thru lane of a Jack in the Box, dangerously close to the building itself. Officer Chris Womack was the first respondent on scene. When he arrived, it was clear that the truck was to the point where it could explode at any time. So, thinking quick, the officer bravely used his own patrol vehicle to push the truck to where it was a safe distance from the restaurant building.
That is quick thinking. That is quick thinking right there. He's like, you know, most people try to think, oh, I should wait. He's like, no, okay, I need to get away from this building so the building doesn't catch on fire and the fire expands. So let's just push it away, distance away from the building. Quick thinking here.
The act was able to save any damage to the building. It was also able to save any injuries from occurring, as none were ever reported.
I wonder what caused it. Was it arson? Like, did someone actually just set the car fire and leave it in there? Like, that's kind of messed up. That's fucked up. Or was it just somehow got caught on fire there?
Richard Lee McNair was a man born in 1958 in Oklahoma. When he was just 28, he was given 2 life sentences for murder and attempted murder during a burglary gone wrong. However, McNair is more well known for his escapes during his time in prison. McNair successfully escaped law enforcement a total of 3 different times. His first escape didn't last that long, only able to stay on the outside for a matter of minutes. The second escape was a little different. 9 months out of prison as a fugitive on the run. Then, on April 5, 2006, McNair would make his 3rd and final attempt at escaping. It was successful, but seemingly not for long. As he was running on the side of the road, a police officer would notice him, and because police were informed of an escapee at the time, the officer would stop him.
Devil.
You live around here, buddy? No.
Oh, what? Oh my god, I remember this one. This is the guy who, this actual cop is an actual idiot. This cop allows this guy to go. Because the story this guy comes up with a story quickly and somehow convinces the officer. The part I'm confused with is I'm pretty sure they had a picture of what the guy looked like. And he looked like this guy. And you still somehow let him go. I don't know how you do this unless you're an actual idiot. How do you let a guy who looks exactly like the escaped prisoner go? How? Literally how? Idiot! Has to be an idiot.
Where you live at?
Down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
Alright. What it is, we got an escapee.
Oh. Where from?
So did you like not, does this guy not know any information about this guy? Does this guy not know what this guy looks like? Because if you're the cop, you can't tell the officers, oh, we got an escaping prisoner, but then not have any information like a picture or anything. Because if you don't have any, if the officers don't have information, then this will happen because they won't know who they're looking for.
Prison.
There's a prison here?
Yeah.
The whole event was caught on the police officer's dash cam, and it shows as McNair desperately...
Could you imagine, I know people, there's good people who know that pause and they go, watch, I don't care. Could you imagine you're the people, you come back to the station, like you're this guy, you're the officer, you come back to the station, and you show them, and then they're looking through the footage and they see this guy, it's like, you dumbass, this was the guy. He's like, what? Yeah, this was the guy, you're an Adam. I'll fucking smack him upside the head.
really fabricates information in an attempt to convince the officer he's not the escaped prisoner.
He does well.
What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that. Roofing.
Roofing?
Yep.
Okay.
For my brother.
All right. Where are you staying at?
That Titusville or Titus Inn? Titus Inn. Little over.
Where's that at?
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where'd he drop you off at?
Up there on that road by, there's some construction going on up there, some houses. And he dropped me off.
Who y'all work for?
It's his,
I know. What's the name of the company?
Fields Roofing.
Okay.
Fields Roofing.
Did you go through a briar patch or something?
Well, yeah, roofing. I always roof in shorts and cut my scratching up on, you know, the roof.
That's why your knees are all cut up.
McNair's ability to quickly come up with fake information.
It's baffling. It's baffling. This red flag. You're watching this, right? When you're watching this, you will literally see red flag, red flag, red flag. Somehow this officer doesn't see it, which is actually not a good thing. An officer should be able to pick up red flags pretty quickly. This guy doesn't.
Information proves extremely helpful in convincing the officer he had nothing to do with the escape. However, he would make a couple mistakes. Near the beginning of their conversation, the officer asks for McNair's name. He does this once again near the end of their conversation.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh.
What's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
McNair gives two different fake names, though the officer doesn't catch this, and in the end actually lets McNair go thinking he's just a jogger.
When I crossed the tracks down there, I saw you running. I said, well, how lucky can I be?
No. I'm not no prison escapee. I'm sorry to have to hold you up, but
Hey, no, I'm just doing my job,
I know
man.
you are.
But, yeah, just be careful. You'll probably get stopped again, okay? Don't be alarmed by it.
All right.
That's our quick line
You
there.
have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
This crucial mistake would allow Richard McNair to remain free for a full year and a half after this.
This officer should have. This officer. This officer could not have been able to go to work the same and deal with the same because he knows he just set the guy free. Now, I bet most officers would have been like, probably were just like, it's fine. He gave you a story, you know. Not all of us would have caught it. This guy, fucking, no, I would have just been like, you dumbass. He gave you two fake names. He even messed up at the beginning and giving you names. He gave you different names. He clearly has some sketchy outfit on, like, my man.
Encounter. Once he was finally discovered again by law enforcement, he would be sent to a Supermax prison in Florence, Colorado, the most secure prison in all of the United States. Another attempt to escape was never made by Richard Lee McNair. This police dashcam footage comes from a California Highway Patrol vehicle. The two officers inside were responding to a reported structure fire when a large mudslide is quickly revealed on the road. But once it's noticed, it's too late. There wasn't enough time for the driver to react. Therefore, the patrol vehicle is sent directly into it. All four wheels are quickly elevated off the ground, spinning the vehicle around and forcing it with the current of the mudslide.
That is insanely terrifying. Imagine that you'll just go into your job to a structure fire, or structure issue, right? As you're going, a mudslide comes and takes you along with it. That would be terrifying.
Luckily, by some miracle, the officers were able to regain traction and drive ahead of the slide. By that point, there wasn't much they could do but warn pedestrians and watch the disturbing sight of the mudslide rushing down the road and tearing through their city.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Go! It's gonna come right through us. What are we supposed to do? I have no idea. Ventura 29201, there's a very active mudslide coming down Olive Mill towards the 101 right now. It overtook our vehicle as we were heading north on Olive Mill. We were able to barely escape and we're down by the freeway now. But it's there's a lot of debris and a lot of flow coming.
That was saying them screaming at the one person to just get out of here, go, now, get out. Like, just warning them to get out. And they're just sitting here waiting for it to show up, pretty much.
Down. It should be on the near the freeway very shortly. Mike, get in the car. Mike, get in the car. Get in the car, Mike. Get in the car. Get in the fucking car.
In the early morning hours of July 27th,
That is insane. That would be terrifying if you're those officers. Woo!
2018, police in Wyoming received multiple calls reporting a reckless wrong-way driver on the highway. Officers Rob Meredith and Chris DeBoer were the first on scene. In order to stop the driver, the officers were forced to use their own police cruiser as a makeshift barricade.
I was thinking that, I was like,
their dash cam.
I don't know if it's this one, because I remember there's one where an officer, like, puts his car in the way and the fucking car just drives right into it. Yeah, it is this one.
Take as many lanes as you can. Watch yourself, watch yourself. We are going to set up like this. He's coming right out there. Alright, we got him coming at us, dispatch.
As the two set up, the headlights of the wrong-way driver can be seen quickly approaching.
Yep.
Disturbingly,
Drives right into
they're
him.
showing no signs of slowing down, or even diverting their vehicle's path to avoid a head-on collision.
It drives right into them. The quick reaction of Officer Chris DeBoer to turn the cruiser into the impact was the only thing saving the vehicles from a head-on collision and a most likely fatal situation. The wrong-way driver later stopped further down the road and was taken to the hospital for treatment of injuries. He was a 60-year-old man and was charged with his third offense of operating a vehicle while intoxicated. We got a 60-year-old man who's intoxicated driving a My man, you're supposed to know better. You know better. You're 60 years old, you know better. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Come on.
As for the two police officers, they were lucky enough to make it out of the incident with only minor injuries.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of these videos in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.